Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Ben Huang, an undergraduate of Media and Culture at Lancaster University in the UK. In this video, we're going to look at the summary of chapters 5 to 10 of the book, How to Break Up with Your Phone by Catherine Price. In the book, she talks about how our phones are affecting us mentally and physically as well as on our daily life. And through my book summary, not only will you know the terrible effects of our phones on us, but you will also learn on how to cure your phone addiction. Also, don't miss out of the summary I did for chapters 1 to 4 of the book. Link right over here. Check out if you're interested. And now, without further ado, let's get started. Chapter 5, The Truth About Multitasking. Okay, so the truth about multitasking is there is in fact no such thing as multitasking, only task switching, which is merely switching attention from one task to another. In fact, multitasking does not help you complete your tasks, but it only damages your attention span and leads to unawareness of errors. Multitaskers, not only do they suck at multitasking, they believe that they're doing pretty good at it and only want to do it more and more. The same applies to our phones. That's what they are encouraging us to do. Chapter 6, Your Phone is Changing Your Brain. We have the power to change our brain, as our brains are naturally sensitive to repetition and practice. Therefore, the more we use our phones, the more we train our brain to be distracted, and the harder it is for us to concentrate, as we get increasingly better at how to be concentratively distracted. Chapter 7, Your Phone is Killing Your Attention Span. Our brains are also good at being distracted, as it was how we could survive in ancient times, and together with it is the desire to absorb new information, which enables us being easily distracted towards new information. Why is it easier to get distracted than to concentrate? Because not only do we have to choose what to focus our attention on, but simultaneously, we also have to choose what not to get distracted by. And the less we practice, the worse we become, turning us into our default state of distraction. Our phone messes up our what to pay attention to senses. There are links, images, and all kinds of stuff on the screen in front of us, just as we're trying to concentrate on reading an online article. In that way, phones confuse our brains on what to focus on. After a period of time, our brains would eventually get tired, making it even harder to focus. We are becoming better at getting distracted compared to reading and thinking critically. And phone companies, they only want your attention, not you. Chapter 8, Your Phone Messes with Your Memory. Phones affect both our short and long-term memory. Long-term memory is formed based on the network of connected memories, so-called schemas, which help us link new information together with old information. And anything could be connected through more than one schema, meaning anything could be attached to more than one piece of information. The more schemas, the more long-term memories, the more insight, the more capacity for complex thought. But we have to create short-term memories if we want to create long-term ones. But there's one thing. Our short-term memories have limited capacity, or cognitive load in other words. The more we want to memorize, the harder it is for us to remember something in its entirety. Phones act as a bunch of information, from its apps, links, diagrams to our homepage. Everything seems to be too much for our little brain to digest. As a result, our brain quickly runs out of capacity for making short-term memories, let alone long-term ones. As an effect, we're not able to connect old schemas to new experiences, meaning we have less chance to create new memories. With poor schemas, we are less likely to have insights and ideas and to achieve deep thought. Chapter 9, Stress, Sleep, and Satisfaction. Phones make us feel stressed about the things we cannot control. For instance, politics, the pandemic, and stocks. Those we can control, for instance, emails and messages nonetheless, make us remove ourselves from our current experiences or reality. Melatonin, a nighttime hormone that tells us it's nighttime and it's time to sleep. It is released at nighttime, and in the morning, the brain stops releasing it. But phones have blue light, just like the blue light during the day. As a consequence, we become more awake as less melatonin is released, and our sleeping schedule is disturbed and our sleep quality gets worse. Short-term sleep deprivation affects our judgment, mood, ability to learn and retain information, increases the risk of accidents and injuries. Sleeping less than 7 hours for 10 days in a row actually equals to not sleeping for 24 hours straight. And as for sleep-deprived people, they may not even know that they're actually sleep-deprived due to the impairment on their ability to judge their mental state. The flow experience, in other words, the feeling of being totally engaged in an experience, also what makes life seem rich, is disturbed by our phones because it distracts you every time. Oh, by the way, if you're interested in hearing more about the flow experience and how to use it to gain happiness, you might as well check this video out over here. It is a summary and opinion that I did for the TED Talk by the same psychologist that brought up this concept. So check out this video here if you're interested. And Catherine also says, creativity needs rest and a lack of stimulation, aka boredom. Phones don't give us rest, and they keep us entertained. Chapter 10, How to Take Your Life Back. Okay, then you might ask, well, how do I take my life back then? Catherine says, be mindful. And what is being mindful? She says, mindfulness is seeing the world more clearly. And that is to say, the mind sends you invitations, the invitations to look at your phone. Feel and acknowledge the discomfort. Notice the urge. Don't do anything, but don't give in. Just notice the craving while asking questions about it. Notice the core emotions behind those invitations. For example, fear, FOMO, etc. Addiction is caused by wanting to feel better or to make a bad feeling go away. So it is important for you to know what you want to achieve or avoid. And learning how to say yes or no to an invitation is the key to cure your addiction. And that's it, folks. Following chapters 1 to 4 in my previous video. In this video today, you just finished chapters 5 to 10 of the summary of the book, How to Break Up With Your Phone by Catherine Price. And stay tuned for the next video, part 2, The Breakup, where you will learn how to practically not only break up with your phone, but to establish a healthy, manageable relationship with it. And make sure you do watch the summary I did for chapters 1 to 4 of the book right over here. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment below, share this video, turn on notifications, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you in part 2. Bye bye.